In the world of royal families, titles and noble lineage do not always hold as much significance as one might think. The beautiful princess, granddaughter of the Greek king, and cousin of the last Russian emperor, Marina of Greece and Denmark, seemed destined for a brilliant future. However, reality turned out to be much harsher. After revolutions and upheavals reshaped the political landscape of Europe, her family faced poverty, and Marina herself had to seek a favorable marriage not only for love, but for survival. Harsh circumstances forced her to confront the same challenges that many exiled aristocrats endured. Marina was born on December 13, 1906, in Athens to Prince Nicholas of Greece and Denmark and Princess Elena Vladimirovna, granddaughter of Russian Emperor Alexander II. She was raised in a strict traditional environment, educated in the English manner with governesses and tutors. She spoke English even better than Greek, and her manners were impeccable. However, her childhood ended too soon. In 1917, during World War I, the Greek dynasty was in danger. Her uncle, King Constantine I, was forced to abdicate, and Marina's family had to leave the country. First, they found refuge in Switzerland, then moved to France. Paris became a haven for many exiled aristocrats. However, without money and connections, former princes and princesses became ordinary people, struggling to survive. Life in Paris was far from the royal comfort they once knew. Money was critically scarce, forcing them to sell family heirlooms and borrow from more fortunate relatives. Prince Nicholas, Marina's father, gave painting lessons while her mother opened a private kindergarten where her daughters worked as caregivers. Despite the hardships, Marina's mother, Princess Elena, remained convinced that her daughter must make a good marriage. In her eyes, this was the only way to restore the family's status and financial stability. The ideal suitor seemed to be the Prince of Wales, Edward, heir to the British throne. He was young, handsome, charming, and considered one of Europe's most desirable bachelors. However, Edward was attracted to a different kind of woman, married American socialites whose passionate affairs added excitement to his life. Marina's mother refused to give up. She borrowed a large sum of money to rent a house in Chelsea, update her daughter's wardrobe, and arrange accidental meetings with the prince. Newspapers were full of rumors about an impending engagement. However, Edward never proposed, and later he became infatuated with Wallis Simpson, finally shattering Marina's family's hopes. Disappointed, the princess returned to Paris. She was tired of chasing a title, but her mother insisted, a new season, a new opportunity. This cycle continued for several years until, in 1934, another prince appeared in her life. After Edward's rejection, the British royal family turned its attention to his younger brother, Prince George, Duke of Kent. George was far from an ideal groom. His reputation was questionable, an extravagant lifestyle, dubious relationships, rumors of drug addiction, and numerous scandals. The royal family was eager to settle him down, and Marina was seen as the perfect candidate. On the surface, they genuinely seemed to connect. Both loved hunting, classical music, and dancing. Moreover, George was captivated by Marina's beauty and was determined to win her over. It is said that he proposed to her during a vacation while Marina was giving him a manicure. Their marriage became a significant event for both families. The Greeks secured a stable future for their daughter, while the British managed to marry off their troubled prince to a respectable wife. Their wedding at Westminster Abbey was magnificent. George received the title of Duke of Kent, and Marina became one of the most elegant women in the British royal family. She not only fulfilled her official duties, but also worked as a nurse during World War II, helped refugees, and participated in charitable projects. However, happiness was short-lived. In 1942, during his military service in the Royal Air Force, George's plane crashed. He died, leaving Marina a widow with 3 children. After his death, she faced financial difficulties. She was not entitled to state support, and inheritance taxes were overwhelming. She had to sell part of her property, but even after that, Marina remained dedicated to public service. In 1957, she represented Queen Elizabeth II in Ghana, continued her diplomatic duties, and raised her children. She was one of the few royals who never lost her dignity, even in the most difficult times. On August 27, 1968, she passed away, and her funeral was attended by all members of the British royal family, including the Duke of Windsor, Edward, the very prince she was once expected to marry. For him, it was his last visit to the United Kingdom. Marina left behind 3 children, the most well-known being Prince Michael of Kent, recognized for his independence and unconventional approach to royal life. The story of the hungry princess proves that even with royal lineage, life can be full of challenges. But Marina of Greece and Denmark did not just survive. She left a lasting mark in history, showing that true greatness lies not in a title, but in strength of spirit. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story.